Hey everyone, welcome back to Kanen Coffee. Here we have a Breville Espresso machine, and this one was brought in because there was leaking into the tool tray underneath here. So we've got the drip tray here, and you can see a little port right here, and that is where the discharge, see a little white piece under there, discharges water into the drip tray, and here is what's called the tool storage. Now this slides all the way back, and that's where you keep your tools. Now with this machine, what happened was there was actually a valve up here and a gasket was leaking, and so yeah, it was dripping and then all inside the machine, puddling at the bottom, and then it was dripping out where it shouldn't have been and ending up in the toolkit right here. And so we replaced the gasket and it's no longer leaking. The customer also reported that when they would try to brew a shot, now these are supposed to put out a certain amount of volume and then automatically stop, but they reported that on occasion it wouldn't stop, it would just keep going. Now I couldn't get that to happen, and based on the fact that water was spraying and collecting in here and over the electronics, I'm suspecting that this was just an electrical issue that was caused by the leaking valve up here. And yeah, also a good note is that see how I just pulled out this tray and the toolkit came with it? There's this little piece right here, and if this is like touching too much on here, then water that collects here will just kind of travel over, and then it will kind of make its way in here. Just a little bit, not like they had before. They had a little puddle in here, but this is just a good note that what you really want to do to avoid any water in the toolkit is push this all the way back first and then put this in second, as opposed to, you know, putting this here and then putting the tray in. Then they kind of like end up connecting. So you want to have, and see how it just pulls out like that? You want to have some sort of distance so they're not exactly touching. See how, yeah, exactly. But everything's working well. Let's test a shot. Dun. Pressure builds. There it is. Looking good. Yep, perfect. Stops at just under 2 ounces. Now we'll wait a second and then we can listen for the pressure to discharge. We want to make sure all the water drips into the tray before we go and remove it. I'm going to pull this out to show the toolkit again. You can kind of hear it. I'm not sure if you can, I can. Sounds almost like steam. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pull this out. Dun, dun, dun. You can see a little wet there from the discharge. And see what I mean? How if they're touching a little bit, we'll get right there because it's touching right over here. But overall, see how there's like barely anything in there at all. It's like, yeah, it's manageable. And it's completely normal. All right. Well, there it is. We replaced the gasket, and it's no longer leaking, puddling inside, causing an electrical issue, and no longer dripping profusely into the toolbox. There it is. Thanks for tuning in to Kanen Coffee, and please like our videos.